Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds to 9 o'clock, including news. There are headlines over a Russian invasion of eastern Ukraine, and that is seriously unsettling global financial markets this morning. Although those markets may be still trying to work out the severity of the incursion. NATO said that Russian forces have invaded, albeit somewhat anonymously. The UN Security Council is in an emergency session. Risk aversion is high on the agenda now, especially in Europe. The New Zealand dollar has risen sharply. Overnight, it was announced that American, British and Swiss regulators have fined some of the world's biggest banks a combined $4.3 billion for a conspiracy to manipulate currency markets. The fines come as regulators are increasingly targeting the business culture in the financial industry that they say encourages improper conduct by its employees. Traders worked together to whack the markets, called themselves a cartel, and congratulated each other for a job well done, according to transcripts released by regulators today. These banks, UBS, HSBC, RBS, JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America and Citigroup, could all still face criminal charges in the matter. Barclays is still under investigation. In Australia, consumer confidence has improved marginally in November, but nevertheless has clocked up the longest bout of pessimism since the global financial crisis. That's according to the latest Westpac Melbourne Institute survey. They also said the prospect for Aussie retailers this Christmas was disturbing, with 38% of respondents saying they would spend less this holiday season. In New York, US Treasury 10-year bond yields fell marginally and now at 2.32%. The oil price slipped slightly again today, although it is still at $77 a barrel, with the Brent price at around $81 a barrel, a 4-year low. These low prices will have investment consequences, however. Investment by US shale oil fields will fall by 10% next year and result in a decline in production if the price continues to hover around $80 a barrel. That's what the IEA said overnight. The gold price also is basically unchanged at $1,161 an ounce. It was announced that the traditional London gold fix will end at the end of this year to be replaced by electronic trading run by an American company that owns the New York Stock Exchange. This follows the closing of silver trading in London, and that's handled by a Chicago company. New Zealand dollar has risen quite noticeably overnight against all comers and is now at 78.9 US cents, 90.4 Aussie cents, and the TWR is at 78.1. Against the yen, the gains are even more, and we're now over 91. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.